Hey, what's up, YouTube? You already know it's All City Live TV, and thank you for tuning in. Alright, guys, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you, man. I want you guys to put down your controller for just a second and kind of listen to what I gotta say here, because we're about to be on our grown man stuff right now. I want you to understand how 2K is now in the fourth quarter for the calendar year of 2019, and how their approach toward 2K20 right now may affect you and your gameplay. They want to optimize their sales for the game, right? And not only that, their online users, how many people are actually playing the game. They want to keep that at its most optimal for the end of the year, for the end of the fourth quarter, because that could affect their sales or future investments for 2K21. So I want to kind of explain to you guys what this means for you as a player. You guys know that 2K is putting the ban hammer down. Now, I don't necessarily, in my own personal opinion, I don't necessarily agree with how they're approaching these bans, but they're trying to make a statement, and everybody knows that 2K20 is suffering from online players. They don't have many online players because the game is not as attractive as it once was. So, and it got a bad rap. You know, on Metacritic, they got less than a 1 score. They got like something like a 0.7 user score on Metacritic. Metacritic also rated them the worst 2K in 2K history. They got the lowest score there as well. The reason why I'm saying this is because it seems to me that 2K is taking a gamble, right? So I feel like they know they got a low player base, and part of that is because of these glitches. You know, nobody wants to come on. It's already difficult enough to grind your player. I'm sure their microtransactions got affected. It's really difficult to grind your player out there. So imagine a newbie. You know, you got a noob out there who picks up the game for the first time, comes out with his 60 overall, or even grinds them out for a couple weeks to 75 overall, because you know it's a real grind to get your player up. So he grinds them out for a couple weeks, gets him to a 75 overall, comes out to the park or goes into rec, pro-am, whatever the case may be, and he's completely unable to compete. Normally, you're unable to compete in general if you bring a 75 overall. But imagine there's demigods out there. It'll make you feel real down on yourself if you're new to the game. You got nobody to talk to about NBA 2K20. You're not referencing YouTube to find out how to get better. And you're just out there, you want to kind of have fun. So 2K is putting the ban hammer down, so that way to end this fourth quarter season, when Christmas comes around and they maybe put the game on sale, or you know, everybody's scrambling. You got Black Friday coming up as well. All of these things, they want to assure that anybody who is considering purchasing the game is not kind of put off by demigod glitches and things that are wrong with the game. So they want to kind of show that they're on the, you know, the player's side. You know, the new person, the casual gamer who's gonna pick up 2K for the first time. They kind of want to show like, hey, it's safe for you guys to pick up the game. But what I don't agree with, and let me just rewind this right after this clip. Let's see what this last clip is right here. Oh, a green. Hey, I need to tell you guys about that green. This new jump shot that I got. It's really OD. I have a low jump shot percentage in general, but since I put out this jump shot and switched my dribble style, it's been just OP for me. It feels good to have a good jump shot now. But anyway, I'm gonna play this off. Anyway, what I was saying is that they kind of want to make sure that the casual gamer is safe to get on the game, right? The way in which they do that, they should have done that during the demigod glitch. They should have found a way on figuring out how people were doing the glitch. And not only that, if they want to get into accounts, then they should have considered doing that back then, for the months that people were just abusing the demigod glitch. Instead, they wait for this bootcamp event. So now you out there, you just chilling, you kind of want to go into this event. You consider even people who are 75 overall going, because I don't know if you guys know, but the event is a 75 overall challenge pretty much. So you can't bring a player that's over 75 overall. So you had 75 overalls going in with 99s. It so happened that all 3 of the teammates will get banned. So if you were 75 overall, you're going in with 99s. I don't even necessarily know if it's 3. I'm pretty sure it was 3 on 3. But anyway, whoever you played with, even if you was going in with your 75 overall, which means you didn't do anything wrong, and Trust me, I don't necessarily consider it wrong in the first place. But anyway, you going in there with 99s, you kind of like exploiting, you know, the event. Where I find something super wrong here is that you're dealing with IRL money. Like, there's money that's invested into your player. So you bring your 99 in, you somehow get into 99. What if you got in by accident with your 99 overall? You were in a squad, you just so happen to pass by and you zigzag through the front of the door and you got in with your 99. You're like, whoa, hey, I got in with my 99. Hey, might as well play it. They let me in. Now that's the problem here, y'all. Like, do we not see this? 2K is banning people for their, pretty much, like me and my homie was talking about it last night, their lack of security. They have a VIP section. There's no velvet rope. There's nobody at the front door. So people are going to walk in. You ain't finna beat me over the head because I get it. So I see an event popping. I hear one of my favorite artists at an event. There's nobody at the door. I'm opening the door and walking in. It's just how it is. I wait till somebody says, hey, you can't be here or something like that. And if somebody did say, hey, you can't be here, what do you mean, hey, I can't be here? My guy? The door was wide open. I just walked in. There's no sign. There's nothing that says that I can't be here. What are you talking about? So that's what 2K is pretty much doing. They're saying after you get in the event, because of their lack of security or lack of securing the event, they're trying to tell you, you no longer can play the game, period. You're banned. Your YouTuber's favorite YouTuber is getting banned out there. They dropped that ban hammer and they're using that event to kind of check your overall and maybe check your badges, whatever the case may be. But they're using that event to kind of beat people in the head. But the huge problem that I have here is that they beating people over the head, telling them they can no longer play the game no more. When you don't spend IRL money to play the game all season, you go out and you purchase season tickets. Go out and purchase season tickets, and you walk in a wrong door at the stadium or wherever you're at, whatever event it is. You go in and walk in the wrong door and let somebody tell you that we're swiping your whole season tickets. It don't work like that, my guys. You're talking about a lawsuit. You're talking about, so, you know, I'm not trying to OD here, but what I am trying to say is that, you know, there's right and there's wrong. 2K knows they're in the fourth quarter. They want to end the year with good amount of sales, so they, you know, the company looks more lucrative for future investors for 2K21 and further on 2K22, whatever the case may be, whatever they're working on within the next 5 years. These numbers are always going to matter. Black and white, if you're looking at the P&L sheet, black and white always matters. Investors will reference back damn near 10 years to see what you're doing. How come this fourth quarter didn't look good? What was going on? And then they'll have their analysts go, now you got an investor. There's an investor here with some money. He got some bread. He wants to invest in the company. He looks at 2K. He sees 2K's fourth quarter for 2019 wasn't looking too good. What was going on? He goes on Twitter, finds out the hashtag was trending. Fix 2K, fire Ronnie 2K. All of this stuff going on. All of this publicity, this negative publicity, and this lower player base. Now, although they got the sales for this year, again, there's no competition out there. There's nobody to compete with NBA 2K. That's only for the time being. Again, I'm old enough and I'm wise enough to know that this is not going to last forever. Trust and believe this is not going down forever. We live in a competitive world. That's the beauty of living in this world. We live in a highly competitive and innovative world. So there's going to be innovators out there who are going to see this market and say, I want a piece of that market, man. 2K's been eating for too long with this much bread, with this type of product. Hold on a second, coach. Let me get Timmy over here. Let me get Jonathan over there and Gunther. I'll pick up Gunther as a sub. We'll bring him over and we're going to create a whole new development company and not 2K out the box. This is how this stuff works, my guys. I got to tell you, man. This is how this stuff works. So, you know, don't get too down on yourself. You done got banned out there. 2K is doing wrong. Now, they can continue to follow these tactics and try to manipulate their fan base and customer base, or consumer base rather, into believing that they're giving them a product that that's worth what they're paying out. So you pay $60 for the game, you pay another $50 to upgrade your one player. One player. If you want to create another player, you don't even know if that's the player that you want, you upgrade it. Let alone, another thing that's super wrong is that you don't upgrade your player, and now 2K has the nerve to actually put out tweets about them tweaking your player. So you create a shooter out there and they asking the 2K community, hey, do you guys think we should lower shooting or shot contest? You done made a shot creator in the beginning of the year. Hey, let's kind of nerf difficult shots completely. Well, moving or leaning shots, let's nerf it completely. Now your shot creator is damn near eliminated. You got to try to figure out how to play like Ticino. How many people could play like Ticino? Not too many people. A lot of people leaned on leaning shots in the beginning of the year, and unfortunately now, out of the question, coach. So you done wasted $50. IRL. There's IRL money. You wasted $50, coach. And now you can't get your player. Your player's totally different. You can't use him. He's ineffective. There's stuff that 2K cannot do. And I think it's time to start considering class action type of lawsuits and things like that, because if you take every single player who wasted not only $60 but the additional $50 microtransaction, the additional $50 microtransaction is what I'm more concerned about. You know, you pay $60 for a game, you say, well, it's a gamble, I paid $60 for a game, I may like it or may not like it. But you pay $60 for 2K, it's almost necessary for you to even compete out there. If you want to play the online mode, you need to pay an additional $50 to kind of get your player up, get additional VC to get your player up. So now you go pay that money, $110, and 2K's patches done changed the game. You run the risk of getting banned out here. You had 75 overalls going into the bootcamp event and getting just banned. Can't even play the game no more. So my question to you guys, if 2K has the nerve to ban you, now again, they're taking a gamble. They know their ratings. Trust me, they know that this year is not rated high, but they kind of want to. And how long has this special offer been going on? This $50 special offer where they give you all this boost and all this nonsense. For never has they ever, and I said it right, for never has they ever put up a special offer that lasts that long. I'm telling you guys, man, they want to bring in new players, they really don't care about the veterans. They want to bring in new players. Christmas time is coming, Black Friday's coming. With those holidays coming, it grants them an opportunity to kind of meet their expectations for the year of 2019, ending the fourth quarter off right. They want to make sure that quarter's ended off right for future investments. This has nothing to do with this year at all. They only use this year as leverage for future investments. So they take a couple of months off in the beginning of the year, in the beginning of the release, take the couple months off, and they want to finish strong at the end of the fourth quarter. So that way, when they get their P&L or they're presenting to investors, say, well, this is how we ended our fourth quarter off. That's it. I'm trying to explain to you guys so you can understand where I'm coming with. If you're thinking about purchasing VC or things like that, just wait to see what 2K does. Fourth quarter is where it's at, and then start the new first quarter. It's a whole new process, man. Quarters are 3 months long, y'all. So they waited to the end. They wait to the end. By the end, they're gonna do their best to get as many players in. You might even get the game for free. Before Christmas time, I wouldn't put it past them if they gave you the game for free. Mark my words, guys. I know this was a little bit of a rant, but I kind of wanted to give you guys the real deal. You know, you got this. They out here banning people, and it's not something that they should be doing. They had perfect opportunities to ban people when they were doing demigod glitches. They had perfect opportunities, but they sat on their behinds, let everybody ruin the game completely until they saw a noticeable reduction in their player base, because people were fed up. Who wants to go out there and just get beat up? You go out and you're in a rec or pro-am and you just getting beat up by demigods. There's no casual gamer that's gonna enjoy that experience, and they know this, y'all. So again, these are my thoughts on the ban hammer and what they're doing. I think there's a lot that we should consider, and we should definitely consider a boycott on 2K. Although I enjoy playing the game, it's the only basketball game out there, but it's definitely something that we as consumers need to start considering to kind of put 2K in check in all their tactics that they're using here. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please consider subscribing to our channel, as we're gonna have a ton of NBA 2K20 content coming your way. And if you want to stay connected with me and the All City Live TV community, then join us on Twitch and Discord. The links will be in the description below. Easy, y'all.